Hey everybody, welcome to some more early morning barking. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're liking the video and want to subscribe. Didn't think that one through. There's socially things here as well if you want to follow on there as well. So today, this is a sort of impromptu thing. I was going to do this video tomorrow morning and have a shave and wash my face and all of that kind of thing. And I thought, no, let's just do it now because I'm in a mood. I want to talk to you about wallowing. This wasn't even on my planned menu for this week. I actually had ideas I wanted to do, but I'm jumping in with wallowing because it's getting to me. I've talked a little bit about the blanket of sadness with my wrapping the blanket of sadness motion and how it can feel good to feel bad because it feels right to feel bad because that's how we feel a lot of the time. So it becomes normal, it becomes what we expect to feel, and feeling otherwise can actually feel a little unsettling. So we wrap ourselves in this blanket and wallow in it. And with that in mind, it brings me to talking about things like forums and Reddits and Discord servers and all of the stuff that you might find online to help you get some support with BPD or MPD or whatever other thing you might be suffering from. Now, I've seen over the last week or so, people starting to shout out things like, you should never go on these things. They'll just reinforce all your bad behaviors and help you wallow in stuff and keep you down. And I see where that's coming from. I really do. I've been quite lucky in that I've come to all of the online stuff after already starting treatment. And so I haven't been really needing to use them for support for myself. So I've been able to sort of observe and watch what goes on and see how people behave and respond to a few things. I've been interacting quite a lot, for me, to be honest. It's been fun. And I don't think the answer is to not go on them, and I don't think they're necessarily bad, right? But I think that it's something worth mentioning that there is a right way and a wrong way to use these resources. And so rather than say, don't go on the internet and talk to people about what you're feeling, I'd rather say, let's talk about the best way to do that, to get the most out of it without running into these things, these pitfalls, which it would be better to acknowledge are there. Okay? If you're feeling bad and go and find other people that are feeling bad, and you are especially lucky enough to find people who are feeling bad about the exact same thing in the exact same way as you, then you're going to reinforce each other. You're just walking into this brand new, built from nothing, toxic relationship, right? No one's going to make anybody feel better in a world where everybody feels bad about the same thing in the same way. And so in that sense, going to these places to look for a lot of support isn't necessarily, you're not going to find that necessarily. You might just find people that agree with you. And the last thing you want to go through is a load of people agreeing with you. Now, I'm going to do a whole other episode on therapy and the process I experienced and what I found it to be like. But to sum up a lot of therapy into not much, the essence of it is questioning your behavior and looking at why you do things and why you think things. I've said that a lot. This isn't a new thing. And you can see straight away when that's the basis of therapy, when questioning stuff is the basis of therapy, then just going to a lot of people to say that also say, yeah, I feel bad like that too. You're not going to get any challenge there whatsoever. Now, part of the benefits of actual therapy is the therapist or whoever is appropriate can challenge your thinking, that you can be stopped in your tracks and say, hang on a minute, why? Can we look at why you think that, at why you feel like this? Because a lot of this stuff, with MPD in particular, is very vulnerable and shaky at best when you start to analyze it. And by analyzing it, you can start to pull it apart and feel better. And you aren't going to get that from a lot of people that just feel the same as you. I'm not picking on any one format in particular, by the way. I'm not saying that like Reddit's better than Discord's better than Twitter. I'm just talking about getting support from strangers online. There are times when it's helpful and appropriate. The stuff I've gotten the most out of is actually contributing to other people and challenging a little bit, but also recognizing in other people things I used to feel and being able to talk to them about how I no longer feel like that. Which can be, I'm lucky enough to be able to do, because there are some things that are now stuff I don't feel bad about. But that discussion of the feeling, that talking about stuff rather than just saying that you feel bad, can be a completely different experience. So when you actually get into a situation where you need to post something, the best thing I find, the most productive thing I can find, I've found, is to present things as a question and to ask for that question to be why. Why do I think I feel like this? Why do I keep doing this? And to look at it from a questioning perspective. And some people manage to do that. Whether they know they're doing it or not and have just looked onto that way of presenting it, I don't know. But that tends to be, I think, a much more productive way of doing things. Don't trust these places necessarily. And again, in this case, actually some more than others, for some immediate support as well. This is something that truly terrifies me, is seeing people coming on to, it seems to happen more so in Reddit that I see it. Maybe it happens on Discord. I'm not in too many Discords. If there are any good BPD ones I could join, please let me know. I found a good MPD one. I see posts from people saying things like, I think I'm going to kill myself. And needing that level of immediate support. And that's not good to need from a website. And I think the fact is, right, I'm not saying don't ask for help. Let me get where I'm going. I've just realized what this looks like from the beginning. What I recommend you do, because there are absolutely times when, and you'll know this when you can feel that bad that you feel you need an immediate level of support. And I'm certainly talking to people in the UK, and I have the feeling that there will be a similar situation throughout European countries and probably Canada and the US and Australia and many other places as well. If I'm having an emergency where I think my life is in danger or somebody else or anything bad, there are people I can talk to I don't need to be enrolled in anything or part of a therapy course already. There are emergency response teams and crisis teams that I can talk to. And they're awesome people that have been there for me on more than one occasion. I cannot praise them enough. They do spectacular work and they're absolutely brilliant for doing it. And I can't imagine some of the stuff they've seen on a day-to-day basis. I think I'm bad, you know? But there are these people there for you to get that level of help from when you need it. And so my suggestion is related to this. Don't put this on Reddit. Reddit's not where you ask for that level of help. Okay? While you're feeling good, do it now while you're watching YouTube videos, if you haven't done it already. Just look up what the number for your local, whatever the service is in your area, and put it in your phone. So that should there come a time when you need that, you can get it off your phone. You don't need to look it up then. It's better to just have it. I have a crisis team number on my phone right now, and I am nowhere near needing a crisis team. But it's still there because you just don't know. And it's better to do it now than at the time. And I think the fact that people are posting stuff on Reddit, and I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt and assuming that that's a real thing as well. I'm fully aware that people can just post whatever the fuck they want on Reddit. And is every person going on saying, I'm going to kill myself, actually somebody doing that? Or do they think they're being funny? I know. But to give the benefit of the doubt and to assume that everybody who says they are feeling that bad really is somebody feeling that bad, you can get help. And isn't that the theme throughout all of speaking about wallowing and being in this state and reinforcing being in this state? It upsets me a lot to see so many people who are, it seems, it's not an acceptance of how this feels. It's being defeated by how this feels, which I understand. And this is not a criticism of those people. I'm not getting at you. I understand. It's so easy to feel defeated like this. That's kind of part of it, isn't it? But try and spot when you're wallowing. Be aware that you do this. You do this. I do this. We all do this. And we like to post on the internet about it and talk to other people who are sat at home doing exactly the same thing, and we just sit and make each other worse when we could do something about it. And I just feel really bad for people that have reached that point, because I think they're not getting help for whatever reason. You can get out of this and you can get the help that you need. You can get out of it, but you need to realize when you're wallowing, and that starts with realizing that you're doing it. And then we sort of, from there, we have to start looking at what can trigger that. And it won't just be talking to other people in the same state, but that's a major contributor. We'll talk more about this at a later date. I can't put everything in the whole video, can I? I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I hope you see what I'm saying about wrapping yourself up in this blanket of sadness and just lying there. And I want to help you sort of start kicking your feet out of it and feeling better, because you can do that. Okay, you take care. I'll see you later. Bye.